What is going on, guys? Today, I'm going to be talking about how high can Bitcoin realistically go kind of this year. And I mean, that is a fair question. If you guys don't know, a year ago, Bitcoin was trading at 3,900. I remember it because I was watching it. I held Bitcoin at the time because I remember a couple months prior, almost a year prior, I'd bought one Bitcoin for $12,000 and I was flipping out because I'm like, holy crap. But I did end up buying a little bit more, not as much as I wish I had. But again, overall happy, especially now at the price with 57,000, with highs of it being almost $62,000. It reached above $61,000 about 2 days ago. So again, very happy with that. And yeah, so how high can it go? So I'm using TradingView because TD Ameritrade does not have crypto, sadly. But yeah, so let's take a look at it. Basically, at the start of the year, it was trading right around a little bit under $30,000. So within the past 3 months, it has doubled in value. Now, what does this mean? Why is this happening? All of that. So, a couple of factors that are putting into the whole Bitcoin, why it's going higher, and all of that is due to the fact that with the whole pandemic and everything that was going on, and these stimulus checks, right? So, you had to print a lot more money. And it is common sense that the more of something there is, the less valuable it becomes. So the more money they are printing, basically, the less worth the dollar is becoming. For example, 2 years ago, the dollar to euro was $1.12. Now it is almost €1 is the equivalent, or €1 is the equivalent to $1.30, compared to 2 years ago, €1 was the equivalent to $1.12. This just means that while the rest of the world is also printing money, America is printing a lot more than the rest of the world, hence decreasing the dollar. This is also why real estate is jumping up, because people need a place to put their money so that way they don't lose it. If you were to put your money in the bank, you would literally be losing money right now. For me personally, I have almost no money in the bank. I have stuff in assets, I have stuff in liquid assets as well that I can sell very quickly, but I personally, I would say I have under $6,000 right now in my bank account. Why? I pay off everything. I pay everything with credit cards, and then I have a good enough income to where I can basically always put money in, as well as, I don't want to say I don't spend too much because I do spend a decent amount. But again, I personally don't want it in a bank because I think banking is crap. I use a Bitcoin bank. I do that so I can get interest. Guess what? That interest is almost 3 times as high as a regular bank right now. And that's on a regular bank's high yield savings account, not just your crappy savings account of 0.01%. So, again, crypto people are starting to realize, hey, this is something that will increase in value because there's a limited 21 million Bitcoin. That's limited. They're not making any more. So, now, again, Ethereum is also going to be now decreasing its supply, actually, which will increase that price even more, but that's a separate video. While Bitcoin is limited to 21 million Bitcoin, guess what? The American dollar is basically, if someone says, hey, if the government says, hey, you know what? Give them more stimulus checks. Everyone's happy. Everyone's super happy. Guess what? Boom. Done. Value of your dollar currently decreases. I'm going to put a chart in here, right here. That is basically what has been happening to the US dollar currently. Now, if you've been looking at Bitcoin, there was a guy, you probably all know this, the Bitcoin pizza story. He bought a pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin. About, I would say, 2 years ago, you could buy a family vacation with Bitcoin. In 2017, you can buy a Rolex, and yes, a Rolex E-Rose Gold Yachtmaster, which is exactly what I bought, for 1 Bitcoin. That was when it was 20K. Now, with 1 Bitcoin, you can buy almost a Model S Tesla, or almost two Model 3 Teslas. So again, this is what Bitcoin is doing. It keeps increasing in value. While the US dollar, back in 2010, you could buy almost a full cart of groceries. Back in 2017, that cart of groceries for $20, you would have been able to get about a steak, or about 5 pounds of chicken, 10 pounds of chicken, let's say that. Now, with that $20, you can get a pack of bananas, some raspberries, and maybe a chocolate chip cookie. In 5 years from now, you might be able to buy a house with the Bitcoin, compared to you will only be able to buy a pack of bananas with $20. So again, the more money they are increasing in the US dollar, the more people are realizing, holy crap, I cannot keep losing money. People literally working for money, and every single day it decreases, while every single day Bitcoin increases if you look at it throughout the overall chart, basically. So this is why Bitcoin is increasing in value, and that's just the backstory of it. So now the reason y'all clicked on this video, how much is it going to be worth in the future? So basically, just off of this trend, do I think Bitcoin's magically going to hit $250,000 this year? No, I don't. The next round of stimulus checks is coming out this week, as well as they plan on printing another $2 trillion. American government is planning to print another $2 trillion. If you guys don't know how to put that into scale, let me just say that is a crap ton of money. And that is basically for every dollar you have right now, that is the equivalent of around 80 cents. So you're about to lose almost 20%. 20% if they print that money. By the way, I'm not the one who did that math. Financial site did that math. News articles have been doing that, basically saying, holy crap. So that is the government's plan this year alone. And this is why I don't keep money in my bank account, because I'm literally losing 20%. The stock market only makes 10% on average a year. Or over the past 50 years, 12%. So you'd still lose 8%. Again, so this, I'm not going to put out a fucking crappy ass number of, oh, Bitcoin's going to reach $1 million this year. No, Bitcoin's going to reach $500,000. No, realistically, in my opinion, I think Bitcoin will reach over $100,000 this year. This is why I slowly buy more every single month, like I've been doing for about the past year and a half. I bought my first Bitcoin back in 2016, and I've been slowly accumulating that and growing that every single day. Every single day, I get a little bit more Bitcoin off of my interest, as well as off of me buying more every month. So that is my plan. Realistically, with the charts and everything doubling, I don't think within the next 3 months it's going to hit $120,000 because it doubled. I don't think so. But I do think that as more money is being printed and all of that, Bitcoin will slowly increase. There will be dips, as you guys can see here. It shot up to 40,000, then went down to 24, shot up to 55,000, and then went down to 9. That was just for a split second. That was a quick geek in the system. So more realistically, it went down to around 42 from 56, and then it went up to 61, and then it went down to 53. Now it's back at 57. So again, yes, you can trade it. Overall, I think it's more of a long-term hold. I don't like trading Bitcoin, day trading it wise. So again, I think that realistically, overall, it will hit above 6 figures this year. So basically, congrats to anyone who has over 1 Bitcoin. I'm patting myself on the back with that. And yeah, Bitcoin is going to keep rising. Do I think it's just always going to uptrend it? No, the chart clearly said it's not. It's uptrending. Now it's going to have a slow little downtrend here. And then I think the next price target that is going to absolutely demolish is $70,000 here within the next 2 months. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, realistically, I'm putting my price estimate between, I would say, 100 and 130,000. I know that's a big price estimate, but it's hard to narrow down because it is about 9 months out in advance. And yes, I am also the kid back then, or at least I was. Now I'm an adult. I was also the kid back then that called it when Bitcoin was at $5,000 that it's going to reach $20,000 by January of 2017. That was me. I still have the proof of that video. So yeah, I was that person. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, peace out, guys.